Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm so happy to have you back today and yet another topic that is a little bit sensitive because it's all about the mental health. Most people don't want to talk about these things, but it is necessary for us to talk about them. So way back when I was so depressed and anxious in my mid 20s, I kind of realized that I really had a very bad attitude, mental attitude towards everything. So I would totally reject everyone that was coming to help me and constantly just allow people who are just draining my energy and taking more than they're giving me. So in recent weeks, I've been having this opportunity of interacting with some people, some close people to me, and I really care about them. And it got me wondering, can I just listen to them and not get triggered or try to run away from their feelings, their depression, their anxiety, and just relate? It kind of made me realize that it's been a long journey, the amount of change that I've done in my life, and maybe somehow I can come up with a solution. And this video is inspired by, yeah, my current situation with interacting with people. So I realized that when you're depressed, it comes a lot of time with anxiety. And when you're anxious, you just tend to think of all the negative things that can happen. So basically, just have bad attitude, like negative attitude, mental attitude, and it's going to lead to more and more things, bad things happening to you and coming to you, like nothing good comes to you. And it's all about the mental attitude. And the more you're not being grateful for the little things that are happening to your life, then you're constantly going to get worse and worse, thinking of bad things and cooking negative mentality and negative, things. You're just expecting the worst to happen. So I realized, when I reflected, the people that I was talking to, I just used them as a mirror. I just realized how I was, and this is exactly how I was, and this is who I am today. So what made me realize that this is getting bad and I need to change it, and how I started changing it, I think it was just a time. My time had come, I think, because my soul pushed me into doing things that I was not doing at that particular moment. So I wasn't being grateful, first of all. And gratitude is a very, very great thing. It's very, very good attitude to have. And that is something that I wasn't having, like, deeply. I knew, okay, growing up, I had, it was like a mantra in my home, like just being grateful. But then again, I didn't realize that the universe is sending these good people to help me along on my journey. But yet I was just trying to be a a hole to them and not saying the simple thank you for the good things they're doing to me or the help that they're giving me. So I remember this one time, it reached to a point of it's so draining me, and I'm bleeding to the wrong people. Like when good people are coming to help me, I would just be angry and be a bad person, not portray a good attitude towards them. And the people who are draining me, I would entertain them fully, which was not okay because I was feeling angry, I was resented inside, and I was approaching things from a very bad angle, because the people that I'm supposed to be grateful to and be, hold them closer, I was just pushing them away. Because the moment someone helps you with something that you really needed, and you just don't feel grateful about it, you just feel like they owe you, or yes, I deserve it. Oh, okay, feeling deserving is a very good feeling, but having that attitude of, oh, they owe me, if you don't give it to me, then I am mad because I think that you owe me. That was the attitude that I had. It was a terrible attitude. And I've seen this thing with the friends that I've been having around, during their depression moment or just anxiety moment. I've had people in my life come to me and take things and take more and more and more without saying any gratitude or just being simple thank you or I enjoyed that you helped me with this particular thing. So it's been like a topic that I've been running away from, because instead of facing those people and talking to them, or just trying to look at them from my point of view, like reflecting basically what am I trying to say, instead of them instead of me seeing them as how I used to be, I used to just run away from them. So even that depressed moment, I would just basically keep a distance from you, because I know it can be draining. And when you're in that mental depression, you just tend to pull people towards you, because uh if you're low, you just want to be able to be low. You just want to talk about how bad things are going, how things are not working out for you, complaining about everything, blaming everybody. And I used to fear that a lot, and I would just run away from it because I was there. I don't want to go there again. So recently I just realized that I had that fear of dealing with people who have those mental issues that I had way back then. And I thought, let me not run away from this and just see it. Let me get into it and understand them, and maybe I might help them in one way or another. And truly, I do try to help them. So I dived into it and I related with this person, and I know I've run away from several people before. I'm so sorry. And like I just don't give myself a chance to get in there. So this time I just thought, like, I can just listen to this person and understand. And that's when after listening to them talking and narrating their stories, when I realized, oh, I used to be like this. And naturally what they are most focused on at this state of depression, they're just focused on how things are falling apart, how a particular person is not grateful that I did this to them or for them. And it made me realize that that is how I was. And since I didn't run away from myself, and actually someone who was healthy and could keep up with my issues, helped me out by giving me a book, a self-help book, which I am really grateful about. So I just thought, I think first thing that you should do is have a gratitude attitude, because no matter how things are going bad for you in your life, you still have things that you should be grateful for. Back then I remember I had this, like, it was like an awakening or something. I had to even text one of my exes who was so kind to me. He was depressed as well then when we were dating, but our negativity towards each other could not allow us to see the good things. We're just blowing up on each other every time. And I remember he did something that really changed my life in a way. And out of nowhere, I just digged up his number and just texted him, I'm so thankful for this particular thing that you did for me. And he was like, who is this? Is this Grace? No, like, yeah, it's me. And I didn't explain more. I just pointed the specific thing that he did to me. It did change, and I explained that it did change my life in a positive way. And that was a good feeling. It filled me with a good feeling. Apart from that, I actually called some people or some close friends to me at that time, who had, like, I had this moment of recalling good moments that I was supposed to be grateful for, but what I felt at that moment was like they owe me. So it's just that attitude of, yeah, they should give it to me because they owe me. So I was taken back to that memory, and the only thing that I was supposed to do is to just say a word of thank you and pinpoint the exact thing that he had done to me or done for me then. And that felt felt so good, and it filled my heart with gratitude. And I remember at that moment during my worst moment ever, like I was coming out of depression or even realizing that I was depressed for over a decade or something. I was feeling like I've hit rock bottom or just a wall. Things have just blocked up for me. So the moment I started saying, pulling myself out of my comfort zone and just admitting that this person was kind to me and just saying thank you to them, that shifted my energy. It also shifted my mental attitude because I realized, oh, no one owes me anything. And the reason why I'm attracting more negative things and events and people in my life, it's because I'm not grateful to the right people who are doing me right. I also realized that I have been just wanting to give and give and give, and the people that I'm giving to, they're just draining me more, and I'm getting resented. And when I'm resented, I'm bleeding to the wrong people, the health people who are coming to help me in my journey. And all that mental attitude of feeling that they owe me was changed by the fact that I started saying thank you, that I've started pinpointing the little things, the major things, because people used to help me. Like, I'm a social person, and I think I'm generally kind, and I would attract these good people who are willing to help me. But my attitude, my mental attitude, my depression, uh, seasons would not let me keep them around. So sometimes they would call me and ask, Grace, what happened? What did I do to you? And I'm like, I don't know, nothing. It's just me. Yeah, it was me. And when I admitted that I am the problem, they're not the problem, and I should not start overcooking this negativity in my head, blaming them, saying, oh, he's just being nice to me. I think he's just trying to find a way to use me, just like everybody who comes into my life uses me. And maybe at that time they were just genuinely being kind and a helping hand to me. So I would just cook this mentality, this negativity, and just push them away. Sometimes just disconnect with them because I just did not, I was just scared that they're going to use me in a different way. And I just reached to a point of pushing everybody away from me and isolating myself. I remember back in 2016, a whole year, I was isolating myself indoors. I think I was going out just once to shop my monthly stuff that I needed, and then I would just go back into the house and I'd just buy some wine, food, and just drink in the house, watch movies throughout the time, just because I was just avoiding people. And the next time I was coming out of that hole, I just had to embrace myself, embrace the fact that this is not okay. I think this is depression. I think I was just coming to that term depression. Back then, people were not talking more about mental health, and I only realized when I was coming out of it that that was depression that I had, and that made me be so fearful about people who are depressed because I remember my circle, all of it were just depressed people. Some people who just have mental health issues, and you know what those kind of people do to you? You drain each other. You cook more negativity and more negativity, and it continuously drain you, and it continuously attract all the negative things like law of attraction. So the more you talk about or think about or feel about negative things, the more negative things that you attract. So it was very, very toxic environment, and I was not able to let go of these friends for quite some time. So the moment I learned that I have to protect my peace, this is a hole that I was in, and I've managed to get myself out of it. And whenever I'm trying to get them some help or tell them how to help themselves, they don't want to do that. They just want to take away my energy, my positive energy, and take and take and take. I just grew that attitude of avoiding them. So I avoided several friends, but I have tried helping them and they didn't want to help themselves. So I just disconnected with them completely. And then later on, the only people that I was feeling so connected with It's like people who are just depressed like I was. So I got to a point of asking myself, why am I having this pattern repeating itself over and over and over again? I realized it's because I am running away from it. I just want to get diving into it and reflect, see how far I've gone, I've come, see the changes that I've done, see the positive things that I've attracted in my life, see how I've changed my life in a positive way, and not run away from them anymore. And maybe in a positive way, I might be able to help them. I might get a way to help them, because if someone helped me then I'm capable of helping some another person. But I just have to have my boundaries, because lack of boundaries then used to get me drained. The fact that naturally I'm a people pleaser, sometimes I'm getting caught up in situations that I don't want to be into. So I just established my boundaries and realized that this is how far I can go. This, I can help you with this, I cannot help you with this. I need my space, my personal space. Like, I need to unwind and digest all of the things, and I need to recharge my energy. Like, I just don't want to be consumed. I have healthy boundaries right now, and I feel like it's a very safe space that I am in, because no one can drain my energy unless I want to give them more energy, more time. I No one can drain that from me. So I just felt like this is a very safe space, and I think this week I'll be talking about more of the things that I went through, and not really I went through, but the things that I've realized about my own journey, and maybe it might help you in a way. So I just tell you today that having a very positive mental attitude, not just attitude, it can shift your energy in a great way. So just start counting the blessings, the small gratitude that you have towards another person who did you right, and that will attract more healthy and positive things and people around you, and they will guide you and help you in your journey. So I hope you learned something, and thank you so much for sticking around. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe on my channel, and I will see you on the next one. Thank you and bye.